Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day. We just got ourselves a huge console mod drop in Baldur's Gate 3 featuring some new mods that I predicted would come to console, like the Coralina's Aesthetics Even More Heads mod by Eclipse here, and the Damies preset by Eclipse. We got a bunch of Eclipse mods like the Tasha's Cauldron of Hairstyles mod as well, which is another mod I predicted would end up coming here. The Ranger's Leather Armor by Eclipse and Ghouls of Rules. So even this face mod that I have on my character here is now added into console. So we got ourselves a great one. Now there's some cool new class mods like the Iron Revenant class. I'll be getting these near the end of the video because they do take a little bit longer to cover. The Order Domain Cleric subclass. The Druid 2024 with the Circle of Seas subclass. And the Nightbringer, which is a class mod I was actually talking about yesterday, which is amazing. You get even the weapon mod here from it, which gives you 2 broken weapons you empower using the class mod itself. Very cool mechanism. And we also got the Cape of Charisma. So this gives you a +2 bonus to spell save DC and spell attack rolls and a +4 to your charisma up to 26. So it's a little bit powerful, yes, but it's not game-breakingly powerful like some of the other mods, which makes me think it's worth downloading if this sounds like something you're interested in. Yeah, that's pretty cool. There's also the Mana Flare Starting Equipment mod. Now, this is a mod that's been on PC since literally like day one. So yeah, it got released August 29th. So when the PC mod manager really was getting started. Incredible to see this now on console. The Mana Flare mod is nice because it gives you those powerful coloring glowing orbs that you can hold like lightning or fire, acid, snow, etc. Very cool. We also got Hair Horns with the Dragon's Extra Tabs mod, or Hair Horns by Akelka. It's so nice to see more mods by Akelka coming. I know there's a lot of Dragonborn fans out there, and I'm so happy to see more mods come. So what this does is it basically gives you different options here for working with other mods. So it is for with mods with Dragonborn that need an extra panel to not override the jaw, chin, and crest. So there is some mods that this will just basically remove that option there. To not spam multiple no horns or bald buns across multiple mobs and prevent a crush on randomize. Any Dragonborn mods that use hair or horns material to make assets or part of asset colorable needs to be paneled and opened. So it uses for some of their other mods here. They also have their crazy color pack. I'm a big fan of this mod. I highly recommend downloading this. It adds the most amount of colors for pretty much anything, hair, horns, you name it. This is a little bit of a side topic, but yeah, this is a mod that's going to be using or for other mods in the future to use. And we also got the Evelyn's Dark Urge knife mod here by Skirby, which gives us a weapon that gives you a +1 bonus to damage and attack rolls every time you take out a creature. So I really want to talk about this because people have been talking about head mods. Now, this one is incredible. I'm so happy to see Eclipse mods coming over to console now. And this one here adds a bunch of new faces. So this is the one that I showed off at the start of the video. I'm happy to see mods that look great on elves and half-elves. So what this ends up looking like. So we got our different phases here. I'm just going to take you through all of them, starting with Bella face mod here. So I'll just, there we go. So that's what this one here looks like. We got the Carrie face, the Elsa face. Snow doesn't bother you anyway. Freya, Aaliyah, Maxine. So yeah, you can see these are ones that look actually human, which is perfect. Mia, Minty. That's a nice one as well. Arachne, this is the one that I started with at the start of the video. I think that's my favorite of the pack. Olivia. Lydis. I think that's Lydis. Dany. Anastasia. And Chloe. There's also Ciri. That's another good one. Triss. I wonder where these names came from. And, you guessed it, Yennefer. So yeah, bunch of new face mods here. And I guess while we're at it, so they also have the Damies preset mod here, which not as big of a fan as I am with the other ones. You can see what that looks like here. So yeah, I think this is better suited for like full elves maybe. But yeah, these ones here are great too. So these are some of my favorites alongside the Arachne. People have been asking for more face mods, and this is a pretty big one. So great for people that want to, you know, replay and get some extra replayability. Huge. And also, while we're on the topic, the Tasha's Cauldron of Hairstyles. So this is another one here. This adds a ton of hairs. So you can see here, we got this whole selection. So starting with like the Umberlee's hair, then the de-accessorize, the fringe, and the de-accessorized fringe, then the orc screws. So some of these are using like, this is basically Orin's hair. So it is a combination mod, which brings a lot of these other pieces together. But hey, I think that it's nice to see more mods like that because the more options, the better. I always say that because Some people want to use some different hairstyles, and if you're on playthrough number 20, it's nice to see something a little bit different. So this is perfect for those on console that are, you know, looking for more customization. I'm just going to quickly go through these, and then I'll get to the class mods because there's some really exciting stuff here today. So you can see a lot of these are like redone versions of other ones, but I think they look nice. So yeah, you get the idea. They have the different pieces all combined together. This is like Orin's hair here. So yeah, a lot of them do use Orin's as a template, but I think Orin's hair is one of the coolest looking ones because it has the long braids. But speaking of long braids, there's this one called Shart and Shart Ballist. So this gives you a huge braid. This one has rather stiff looking hair. Using a lot of hairspray, but it's got the ballist symbols there. So yeah, pretty cool to see that. This is the one that I started the video with. It's like a fringe version of Orin's hair. Yeah, this is great for those that are looking for just something a little bit different to play the game with. And then you could get the picture from this. This one looks great though. This is like the leather armor mod. Works on all body types there. So perfect for a ranger. Hopefully we'll see something like this someday. I'm not too sure if we will, but maybe. But yeah, just another cool customization mod. But I'm going to get into the class mods here now. So with the Iron Revenant class mod here, we got ourselves choice of cantrips and spells. Now the thing is, they use a special resource here. So basically what happens is as we level up, you get a bunch of souls here that we can use for casting. Now the thing is with the souls is that with these, you also get them replenished every single turn. So these come with unique spells. There's a little bit of a visual bug here. So the Death Scrap's your level 2 spell. And you can take any of these spells from this list here as you'll be using the souls for casting. There's also the Obliterate weapon action here, which is kind of like a smite using necrotic damage. You got the cantrip Tyrant's Orders, jump to an ally in range and grant them 1d6 temporary health. And then Misty Step as well, further leveling up your spells and different cantrips that you can select here as we get higher and higher in level. At level 5, you get to choose a subclass too. So you got like the Indestructible, heal yourself and get temporary health. You got some different spells here that we can select. And as we get into the next level here, is when you get to choose your path of domination. So there's the offensive. And you lose AC, Obliterate will cost souls instead of an action. And then the defensive will gain armor class and health. And the Kaiser's Decree will cost a bonus action instead of an action. So depending on how you want to play, you can go offensive or defensive, making this a pretty cool class. Kaiser's Decree here will taunt enemies into attacking only you. And this uses, that's the bonus action ability you can get from the defensive. Whereas the offensive gives you a more combat focused extra damage and using souls instead of your spells. So then there's also a domination spell, summon a familiar that aids you in combat. I'll show you some of these here. Another nice thing about this mod is it has support up to level 20. Grave Knight, gain resistance to physical damage and necrotic. So yeah, you got a lot of different options with a class mod like this. But what it ends up looking like is you can see here we got our souls. You can use those per turn and they can power up your more powerful ability. There's the Dominion here, which we can summon in a big wolfy boy here to help out, Soulbound Wolf. So yeah, this class is pretty strong. Obviously a lot of class mods typically have a bit of power to them, so I think it's great, especially if you want to do a run with Tactician Enhanced. I think this would work perfectly on that. So yeah, the Iron Revenant Eclipse. Now we also got some cool new subclasses. So the Order Domain Cleric here. The Order Domain Cleric by Incognito Burrito. They're a great mod author. So this just offers a new way to play through the Cleric. So you get your domain spells as command and heroism subclass feature. When you cast a spell the first level or higher that targets an ally, you may grant them an extra attack on their turn that uses their reaction. If your spell targets more than one ally, you can choose who can make that attack. Now I did previously cover a build on this, so if you wanted to see that in works, I do have it up on my channel here. So this was 5 months ago. Really enjoyed using it back then, and I'm so happy to see this now coming to console. So yeah, there's an Order Domain. Look at my hair, geez. This is now on console. Super excited to see that. And into the Druid, another class. So this one basically, so this base changes up the D&D or the class itself to match its D&D self. This wildly changes some of the classes more resemble the 2024 rule set. So like the Circle of Land Druid changes there. Circle of Moon Druid has some changes as well. Circle of Sport also has changes. And I don't think the Circle of Stars is actually impacted by this mod, but it's actually updated last 41 minutes ago by SMACD 1922. So yeah, the Circle of the Sea adds this new subclass to the game, which I think is awesome to see. Someone that also enjoys water spells and any type of like that kind of build with cold damage. This is a cool one. So yeah, I'll be posting a build later about the Circle of the Sea Druid, because I think this is a very unique one. And I also have made a build on the Nightbringer as well. It's a really fun one. So if you're curious about the Nightfall class and weapon mod, I do have a build covering this. It's a lot of fun. The way that it plays out in combat, you got like so many different ways to hide out, use different darkness type spells. Yeah, this one is a blast to play through. So I don't want to take up too much of this video talking about it. You can check that video out if you're curious about it a little bit more, but Circle of Sea Druid will be coming later today. So yeah, we got a lot of great new mods on console today. Super excited to see a drop like this, and I just want to break this all down for everyone here. So if you enjoyed this type of video, please hit the subscribe button below. Appreciate all the support. Again, hope you have a great day, and we'll see you all in the next video.